Hi, and welcome back to Dubai Real Estate Philosophy. My name is Ahmed, and today we're going to talk about basically the villa and townhouse options available today in Dubai. Specifically, for those of you who've been following us, we just released a video on Nad Al Sheba Gardens Phase 10, and a lot of people have reached out and they're asking why this is kind of, they believe it's overpriced. What's our perspective on it? Is there better options in the market? So we're going to understand. And even in Nad Al Sheba, we kind of discussed why this is such a premium product, about the location and all these things. But what I'm going to do today is we're going to look at Grand Polo and we're going to look at Nad Al Sheba Gardens. Which one is the better option? Which one suits what type of investor, what kind of client? Okay. So we have the map open over here of Dubai. Basically, we can see we are right smack in the middle of Dubai, right? So here we have basically the Burj Khalifa right here. As you guys can see, the downtown, the Creek Harbor, all these things. Right below it, this is D1, District 1, where we were actually standing. We showed you guys the lagoons and all these things. From there, we showed you Meydan, which is again the race. This is where all the royals hang out. They have endurance stables over here. They have royal palaces over here. And not to mention, of course, before I forget, we also have, of course, over here, DIFC. Okay, we have the Emirates Towers where their offices are, the royal palaces. So really prime location. And if we just scroll slightly down, this is the plot of Nad Al Sheba. So right in the middle of all of this, basically hustle and bustle, right here where we have basically the Burj Khalifa. Okay, we got the Meydan race course right here. We have District 1. These are all the high-end villas with the lagoons and all these things. And again, just like I said, if we scroll a little down, this is Nad Al Sheba Gardens. This is why the price is, high. And we're gonna go deep dive into the price per square foot, the pricing of the townhouses, villas, and all these things. But this is just for reference, right? So understand that this basically shaded area over here is Nad Al Sheba Gardens. And now we're gonna look at, a lot of people were comparing it to Grand Polo. We're gonna look at Grand Polo and why that as it is, at a different price per square foot. So we zoomed out. This is where Nad Al Sheba was right here. You can see the shaded area in the map of Dubai. And this is where Grand Polo is. And right next to Oasis, of course Country Heights, there's the Mac Riverside there as well. So you see the difference. This is where Nad Al Sheba Garden is. Actually, let me highlight it in red so you guys can get a better understanding. This is where Nad Al Sheba Gardens is, and this is where Grand Polo is. Now, to a lot of people, that might not seem like a long difference, but we have to understand Dubai, right? This is the old airport. This is the new Maktoum International Airport. This is basically where it all happens in Dubai, right? Now, obviously, for most people who've been following our channel, you understand the growth to Dubai is happening this side, which is, of course, the Dubai South. Why? We have the Maktoum International Airport here. We, of course, have Expo over here. We have Palm Jebel Ali over here. We have the Jebel Ali Port. We have the Tahad Rail going through all this stuff. All that development is coming. All that growth is coming. But it's going to take some time for all these things to happen. This is way closer to basically old Dubai. Right, here's the Dubai frame. This is the line basically where old Dubai was, the creek, the gold souk, all, people might be familiar with that. So this land price is very, very expensive. The palaces are not going anywhere. The stables are not going anywhere. The Meydan is not going anywhere. So that's why the land value is much more expensive. Now, how much more? Let's dive deep into the numbers so then we can understand. So let's understand the numbers in this, right? So basically, this is what Grand Polo has to offer. Now, this is the exact inventory from Emaar. And we can look at the average price per square foot at 1,700 dirhams per square foot. Why? Because just like I showed in the map, where it is, it's a bit more far out. It's going to take more time, but it's a better point of entry, right? And you can see the prices, 6.3 to anywhere from 6.7. You get a nice 4-bedroom semi-detached villa, right? In this same price, okay, if not more, you're getting a corner townhouse. We're going to discuss those prices as well. And this is actual Emaar inventory that's available today in Grand Polo. And in my opinion, it's an excellent buy because you're getting value. Right, 1,700 dirhams per square foot, and I'm going to show you a video which they recently released where Club Villas and all these villas in Dubai Hills Estate have increased the price 3 times over the past couple of years. Now, obviously, they're a bit older projects, but there's no doubt in my mind that these townhouses, that these semi-detached villas are going to do exactly the same thing, especially considering what this community is, right? We're going to look at the brochure of this community later on and understand what it's for, right? And now, why is it so low? Why is it, 1,700 dirhams per square foot, apart from the location? We obviously talked about the location. We need to understand, this is the master plan of Silvara. Now, this is going to be a Polo, Grand Polo Club and Resort. Obviously, you guys can see the Polo over here. We're going to look at, these are the stables. We're going to look at some more renders now. So as you guys can see, this is what has been, this is Silvara. Now, they have launched a few more clusters in this, but look how much is left. This entire portion, most of these are still left. And now, obviously, once they keep releasing, they're going to increase the pricing 5%, 10%, 5%, 10% until they reach that price per square foot. And obviously, a lot of years down the line, so you can imagine that capital appreciation. Conversely, with Nad Al Sheba Garden, we're almost at that last phase, and we're going to see that now as well, right? So as you guys just saw in the video, so that is why Grand Polo is at such a good price per square foot, because A, of the location, B, it's in the first stages, and also, as always, we would like to say in our videos, get in early. The first stages is where you're make the maximum amount of capital appreciation. Now, if you're looking about just to invest and get the best capital appreciation, don't go into Nad Al Sheba Gardens, go for Grand Polo, because the prices are better, the price per square foot is better, it has more long-term growth. It's in Emaar community, of course, it's gonna appreciate, right? Now, moving on to the next one, where we're talking about Miras. Now, this is the point where I was trying to, again, keep in mind, this is not actual inventory. All these numbers are estimated numbers based on the, release data. They're not actually released yet, but based on the data they've announced, these are the numbers we have come up with, right? So, and again, we're gonna focus on the G+2 because that's comparable to basically the Grand Polo rather than the G+1 smaller sizes. So again, average, you can see this, even the starting one is from 2000. Okay, and we're looking at 6.5 million plus for something that's only 3252. It's 3-bed and it's a G+2 townhouse of a corner. This is a middle unit and a corner unit, which is actually exactly relatable to like a semi-detached villa. Again, corner G+2, 3291 only. Okay, and this is at 2100. We're talking of 6.9 million plus. Again, these are all estimates, but do you see the price difference? In a Emaar branded community, a Polo community, you're getting at 1,700 dirhams per square foot. Okay, the sizes are bigger. It's a semi-detached villa, so there is a huge spike. Now, who is this for? And again, before we move on to that, you can pause the screen. You can look at all these respectively, and it goes all the way to a 7-bedroom villa for 24.8 million dirhams. Now, who is this for? This is for someone who does not have that much time. Maybe they work in downtown. Maybe they work in DIFC in some of the law firm or hedge funds, or some of the top banks or anything that's in DIFC, or you live in downtown, okay, or any, you need that area, you need to be surrounded by that area, you need to be close to the old airport and all these things, or you want faster capital appreciation. This is what's good for you, because it is in a trusted and proven area. It's already developed. Okay, it's not gonna, you're not waiting for the Maktoum International Airport, you're not waiting for Palm Jubilee, you're not waiting for all that money to move in for you, or more clusters to be launched for you to make that appreciation. You can already make it once it's handed over. We've seen this in D11, District 11, we've seen this in District 1. So this is what that is for. And just like I was saying earlier, this is the master plan of Nad Al Sheba Gardens. And just like how I was saying, remember in Grand Polo, we're in one of the first early phases, and over here, phase 2 is gone. This is where we were standing, show you guys the update in our earlier video. 3 is gone, 4 is gone, 5 is gone, 6 is gone, 7 is gone, 8, 9 they've skipped, and then 10 is basically, it's coming, but it's gonna go as well. So we only have a couple of clusters, as you guys can see, this over here, some over here, obviously these townhouses that are over here that are going to be left, and some in the middle that are going to be left. Depends on whatever they bring on, but you're nearing the the end of this stage. Now, if you got in on phase 2 or phase 3, 4, 5, that would have been great, but of course it's already gone. We can't really go in the past. So if you're talking about long term, you have that holding power, okay, you want better value for your money, Grand Polo is the answer. But if you want that instant appreciation, you want close proximity to all the hubs, major hubs in Dubai, Nad Al Sheba Gardens is the one for you. So this was a small presentation distinguishing the two. I hope this answers most people's questions. If you still have more questions, feel free to comment below. Feel free to reach out on my number in the top right corner. We'll bring you more presentations like these on all other projects across Dubai. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.